Welcome. I hope that you all are doing fantastic. This is going to be a reading for the collective. Doesn't matter what your sign is. It is for the upcoming full moon taking place on July 10th, 2025, in the sign of Capricorn. So if you have a Capricorn placement or a Cancer placement, Virgo, I just heard Gemini, so I don't know. There might be something about communication going on with that. Anyway, Taurus energy, earth sign energy, it could be significant. But like I said, this is for anybody, okay? We're gonna take a look at the energy. I don't know what it is. Hey guys, welcome in guys. I don't know, like I have been feeling so connected to this full moon, and like I love the moon, okay? I praise the moon. I love the moon, she's so beautiful, but I haven't felt connected in a really long time, okay? Like this, I mean, okay, to the moon. And so I think it's gonna be pretty significant. I looked up some details, okay? And like I said, it's in the sign of Capricorn. It's called the buck moon because this is when deer shed. Did you know that they shed their antlers and then they regrow them? Yeah. All right. So there's some of that. Maybe that's why. Scorpio energy, like rebirth. Okay. And I've been seeing deer lately, like significantly more. So I was like, oh man. Oh man. Okay. And then, also, what was the other thing that I saw? Oh, also it was called like the thunder moon. And I don't know, I've heard a lot of thunder, I noticed. I was just like, okay, so it's significant, it's in touch. Grandmother energy too, like if your grandmother's on the other side, that could be very significant. Maybe she was a Capricorn for some of you, okay? But this full moon is meant to make us soft, yes. Please. I've been feeling this energy. I didn't even know this until I was like researching it, okay? And I was like, oh my God, I've been feeling so called to this. Yes, please, manifested. Okay, it's so important that we like ground ourselves though, okay? Because this is an earth sign moon, right? So if you can get out in nature, please do, all right? Also inviting what is soft, okay? This could be a great time to connect with like soul family, all right? I will say this. I think I know why Gemini energy was popping in, because we're in the pre-shadow phase for Mercury retrograde, and that's going to be a different reading, okay? We will go into it, so keep your eye out, all right? But it's obviously playing a factor here. And I say that because we may see in the energy people popping up from the past. You will have to use your discernment, and we'll see what the cards say, but this might be like people that you're meant to kind of be aligned with right now, okay? Don't mind if I do. Serendipity. Four-leaf clovers in general could be significant. How funny is that? I was just gonna say St. Patrick's Day. My grandmother happened to pass on St. Patrick's Day. Actually, it was like kind of like the coolest thing ever, because she was profoundly Catholic, okay, like extremely Catholic, so she passes on St. Patrick's Day, but also it was a Virgo full moon that day, and she was a Virgo, so I just thought it was pretty cool, like honoring both sides of that. And maybe that's part of the theme here, is honoring both sides of yourself to invite in that softness. Come to the edge. Message in a bottle and chop wood all fell out here. March 6th, January 5th, the 15th in general could be significant. April 2nd. Somebody could be 42, 36. A 15-year cycle. Somebody that you haven't heard from in 15 years. You go back 15 years, something like this. Someone's reaching, I'm telling you, I don't know, with the rose petals, I'm telling you, it's inviting softness to the edge. Can I smooth this out? Can I sand it down? Somebody could be like working with their hands. Hi everybody, welcome. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Let's see what's going on. This just feels important. Unclogging, okay? I don't know why, but this reminds me of like, literally like a plunger. Okay, tell me more. What's going on for the collective energy? Let's open it up. What's going on for this full moon? Breaking on strength and the Two of Wands. It feels like, honestly, being brave enough to look at your current situation, okay? Leo energy, be could be significant. All right. It's also giving Lionsgate. That's just around the corner as well. If you know, you know. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome in, guys. Let's talk about it, shall we? We're pulling up in the Queen of Swords in the reverse, along with the Three of Cups in the reverse. So not only are we not speaking to somebody, I just feel like we're not talking about it at all. Somebody betrayed us, broke our trust. We don't trust them. You're telling me you're over it. I don't care. Maybe they are a Capricorn, but listen, Capricorn energy is represented by the devil. So we might see the devil pop up a little bit more in this reading. Don't get scared, okay? We're not shy here. We embrace all of us. It's critical, okay? It's critical for this healing. Let me tell you something, okay? I was gonna kind of like make a video on this in general, and I still might because I feel like it's a really important concept to consider here. But I feel like we've been, as a society, approaching healing like all wrong. We've talked a little bit about this before, and I think as I understand it more and coming into it within my own healing, I'm able to obviously teach it to you, right? And so I feel like from my own reflection, it's always been about fixing, right? Okay, I can take accountability. That was a big step, right? Gaining that self-awareness, being willing to look at certain truths or aspects, traits, characteristics, whatever, conditioning within ourselves, right? And it's always about fix it, fix it, fix it, and like getting away from that and like getting into a new version. And I think as a society, we do this even with happiness, right? It's always like, we'll be happy when? The next step, when we accomplish this, when we accomplish that, right? And it's really about acceptance, surrendering that this is who you are, right? This is what I did. I have that within myself. It makes us more empathetic and able to accept others as well. Okay? So I feel like we should expand on that concept at some point, but let's keep going. Actually, I wanna break this down. Yeah, somebody's been feeling inferior, and it's time for somebody to like step up into what they deserve. Okay? The Five of Wands here. Somebody's holding on to a lot of hurt, and I'm not trying to invalidate this whatsoever. You're angry for a reason, clearly. You're saying someone betrayed you, okay? But this is about seeing the human in them, being softer. It doesn't mean you have to let them back in your life. Forgiveness can be for you. But this anger you're carrying, right? Okay? People might be like obnoxious, like if you guys are in my live chat, you can see how rude and obnoxious some people are being in the comments, right? Although I accept, you're a lavender sunflower. I'll take that, Marcus. Thank you. The Hermit fell out here. Virgo energy. See, you're holding this anger in your soul. Also, this could be, let's go deep here, it's Silhouette Tarot. This could be anger like you were, I don't know, projected to have, conditioned to have. Hatred, you were conditioned to have. Right? Anger. You were taught this. That's what it feels like, okay? And maybe it was taught because of your lived experience, and so this is like, you know, how you kept yourself safe, right? It's time for you to come out of that. It's time for you to be soft. Judgment in the reverse. Yeah, it's like the anger can't, we've been talking about this a lot. It can't come with you. It can't come with you. It's your anger, right? And I'm telling you, for some of you, this is like so like deep, like whatever you believe in, past lives, okay, generational stuff, okay? Let me see. Tell me a little more. This might be why you're not talking about it. Also, this could be something that you're just going through alone. I know that. I understand that. I feel like it's not that it's not righteous, it's just not for you to carry. Can you surrender it? Can you give it to God? Can you accept your fate? Some of you, if you're connected to spirituality, religion, it's kind of like, can you walk your talk? I know that's a huge thing that's challenged within me, right? I just got so distracted because somebody named McDonald's just asked me if they could trade sexual favors for a cheeseburger. That's wild. Anyway, distractions. I can't talk about this, it's not fair. There's an injustice here. For some of you, you need to dig deep. You need to find out what this is. Again, even if it's just for you, right? That's a rough energy to be in. For a lot of you, you're not even conscious of, like, why am I so pissed off? Why am I so hurt? Why am I so against this? Anything that triggers you, anything that makes your body tense up, like the body remembers things we do not. It could be around specific people. You don't even understand. You don't have a bad memory with them, but your body remembers. Who knows? Who knows what's in that subconscious? Okay. But I feel like you don't want to talk about it because you're angry and there's nothing you can do. That's what it feels like. It's like, well, there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing we can do here. If this is towards a specific person, you're definitely putting out the energy where you're like, stay the F away from me. Thanks. Bye. You know? What's the challenge? What is the challenge? How to Love. How to Love by Lil Wayne could be significant, just like as a confirmation for somebody. Temperance, what is that? Somebody could have passed away here and you're angry about it. It was unfair. This would be you having a higher perspective, understanding that you and that soul had an agreement where they had to be on the other side to guide you, to feed you the wisdom. I'm telling you, it's like, pay attention here. This is bigger, okay? This is bigger than our egos, our desires, what we believe. It just feels like this was robbed from me or taken from me. And there's nothing I can do about it. It's permanent. I don't know how true that is. The challenge is what you don't see. The challenge is something, it's supposed to. It's worked out for you, actually. The best case scenario truly is working out for you. And I feel like there's a certain amount of, like, we have to come out of survival to see that. Like, it's safe to come out. We have to soften. Right? You don't have to do anything. Go anywhere else. The challenge is knowing you can detach and put this down. You don't have to carry that anymore. If this is like a divorce, okay? We're seeing justice in the reverse. Betrayal, cheating, okay? It's unfair. They got away with it. I'm getting something like this. That is not the case. When you separated from this person, when you cut this person out, you had the luxury of cutting out that weight that you had to carry before. The blame, the shame, the guilt, like, you don't have to. It served you for a moment, you know? Some of you, I don't know, there might be this blame, okay, whether it's on yourself or another person for, like, how low it got or how bad it got here. Okay, like, I'm being reminded of, like, this video I saw and another conversation I remember having with a therapist of mine in the past about, like, forgiving yourself. Like, for example, if you were in addiction, we talk about this a lot, like drugs, alcohol, whatever it was, that held a place for you to stay alive. You have to understand. Be grateful you don't need that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I needed a pause on life while still living. You know what I'm saying? There's something about this. Not realizing was actually the best thing. You didn't fail. Please let it go. Spirit wants you to understand that your anger is righteous, but you have bigger, okay? So source, ancestors, angels, whatever it is for you, taking care of it for you. That's the privilege, so you can go live now, you know? What does the focus need to be for the collective, please? What does the focus need to be? It's interesting how I phrased that. The focus need to be for the collective. Where is there shadow in your home? Where is there, again, addiction in your home, anger in your home? Okay? Where are we gripping, grasping? What's in your garden? What's in your foundation? Okay. Show me more. Yeah, this is. It's like come to the edge of yourself, of your beliefs. It's time for you to experience peace. You're going to be receiving a message here. I'm going to pull on that in a second. I do feel it. I don't know if this is like a message from spirit, a spiritual message, an actual message. We'll see. Okay. Your focus needs to be on your healing. You're on the right path. The pain was for a purpose. Sorry, but this is the message of this channel. Always. Aquarius energy here. You can step. I'm getting like this, not like an escalator, but what's the fast one? Okay, where it fast tracks you. You know what I'm saying? Okay? You're being fast tracked, like, to the stars. That was like in Titanic, wasn't it? When they were like in the back seat. Okay. Take what resonates. Aquarius energy here. It's time for you to step into it. Yes, this is for you. You're doing it right. You're where you should be. This is all the confirmation you need. Can I see a little more, please? Can I see a little more? Oopsie. Let it go. This isn't your place. It's not your place. It's not your home. Release. Yeah, I'm getting like sign off on that. Let's look at this message in a bottle. Okay. Message in a bottle. Ay, 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 ay. The Chariot in the reverse, the Five of Pentacles. Yikes. But again, the Star, the World. This ends it though. It's a loss. Fine. Let it go. Give it to God. It just feels like, but it's like, that's fucked up. It's like, give it to God though. There's something bigger going on that you don't understand. And I do feel like it's coming around, but it's not for you to lead this battle. You got the message that someone or something is a complete loss. For some of you, and I don't wish you, but there could be something with your car going on, okay? It's like significant, like don't go there. Nine of Wands. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you're grasping anything, if you're holding on to anything, if you're forcing it, if you're trying to play God, it's going to be challenged this full moon, okay? Highlighted. Let's say highlighted. Take a closer look. Can I get a little more on that? Coming to the edge, please, because what you're going to see is actually peaceful. You're projecting or you're worried. You're up in a frenzy here. Oh. I'm telling you. There's an offer. There's success. There's a new foundation. You're leaving this one, but you're walking into something beautiful, custom made for you. You're gonna be like, oh, this is much better. Like if there is something with your car, I don't know, somehow you're getting a new one and it's beautiful. Okay, it's working out. The Six of Wands, this energy we saw before. What can you be grateful for? Okay. Thanks, Sin. I appreciate you. Guys, I'm not really paying attention to the comments because half of them are just sexually harassing me. So thanks for the interaction. Like, share, subscribe. I hope that the message plants within you. Work through that, will you? Okay, let's look at what is surrounding you, please and thank you. Someone's heartbroken, rejected, pushed away, blown away by your healing. Yeah, I get it. I'm telling you, this fell right out. It's what we broke on, and it fell right out. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. This is theirs, not yours. I don't know. There's something about, like, they're the ones being nailed to the cross, not you. I don't know. I don't know. The Seven of Wands. Somebody doesn't want the help. They're guarded. They're not interested. You know? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse here. They're choosing to not be there. They're choosing to not be around. If this has something to do with, like, a child's parent, it's like they're choosing to be absent, okay? They're choosing to, I don't know, live in this misery and this betrayal. What was that? Oh my gosh, what was the quote? I know that I wrote it down. It was like, forgive the miserable and be grateful that you're not. That's this full moon. Free yourself. Seriously. Misery loves company. There will always be something for you to be upset about, angry about, unjust, pointing the finger. Just let it go. What's really worth it? What really matters here, you know? You may feel abandoned or left, but I'm telling, it's like, respectfully, the cockroach has left your life. Okay? Like, scurry away. Okay. What's in the collective's blind spot for this full moon, please? The Emperor in the reverse. The Tower in the reverse. Aries energy pretty strong. Scorpio, Six of Cups. This is like somebody from the past here. Not letting go. Just sitting in that anger, that hatred. Let them sit in it by themselves. Let them sit in it by themselves. Like, it's literally they're sitting in their own miserable, soupy bathwater. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do not have to give to this whatsoever. It does feel like someone in the past is in your blind spot, just being a freaking hater. What else is new? Okay, masculine energy, it doesn't have to be. But they're causing their own tower. They're not, it's like literally return to sender energy. Like, boomerang. You know? It's not affecting you. Whatever happened in the past, it's like they're just going to cause that again for themselves. Whatever that means, okay? Yeah, they're just starving for attention. They're hungry for attention. And also something about they're a liar and you know it. Especially if they're trying to claim they healed or something like this. Yeah, the Knight of Wands. They're just interested in one thing, you know? Whether it's validation, attention, a physical relationship, it's surface. Let's get the best advice for this full moon. How can we step into, I mean, it looks like you are. You just have to keep going and doing and accepting, surrender. I feel like the advice is to do nothing. Just be. You know? What's the advice, please, for us to remain in alignment? For those of you that read tarot, how funny is that? King of Swords in the reverse came out. Our advice is literally to do nothing. It's not up to you. This would be the judge, okay? The decider, the boss. No. Give it to God, the world. That's it. Also, there's something about don't go. Don't let them in. Don't go. If you were supposed to travel or thinking about going, I'm going to show up. I'm going to pull. Don't you dare. That's a message for somebody. Okay? Anyway, I hope that you guys hang in there this full moon. It already looks pretty spicy in the comments. Hold on. Oh, my goodness gracious. What the hell? Oh, my goodness gracious. Anyway. Okay, you guys. Good luck to all of us. If you would like a personal, feel free to check out the website. All right, all the information is in my bio. You can email me, send in for it. I'd love to help you out. Consider a shadow work reading. We have some good spreads up there. So, all right. Love you guys so much. Bye.